Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to HIMediaTV. I am your host, Evan from HIMediaTV, and welcome back to HIMedia Headlines for today, October the 30th, 2025. So, we have some new mobs coming into Minecraft. Mazel tov. I figured since the last couple episodes have been a little bit of downers, we should talk about something positive. So, the first big thing is that horses will now be able to swim. There's also 3 new mobs, including one new mount and 2 new variants. All are desert, so I like that we're getting some more, the deserts are getting a little bit more content to feel a little less barren. And often come as a package deal instead of appearing separately. So the Parched, which is the new mob, is a new skeleton variant, and unlike their standard version, they won't burn in the daylight. In fact, the blog post explicitly states the mob rides, meaning it's mounted on a horse, in the under the bright light of day, which will make it more it brings back the desert. I remember back in the day, the desert was one of those areas where you're just like, if you spawn in the desert and a seed, you're gonna have a bad time. You might as well just respawn. That being said, deserts were usually dangerous spaces that were not really great, and this is kind of bringing that back. The desert is a dangerous biome, and I love that. They appear much more darker than normal skeletons and are wrapped in bandages. Similarly, a new zombie variant, who is seen wielding a spear, will also join them as well, called spear-wielding husks. And these mobs take on a more dusty look than their standard variant. Much like the Parched, they are resistant to sunlight and will be active throughout the day rather than exclusively at night. They have a new mob called the Camel Husk, which, much like the normal camel, which this dried out, rather haunting version can seat 2 riders. So we can bump into a husk and a Parched at the same time, sometimes a 3 at the same time. If we can take out both mobs, we might be able to hop on and take the, camel husk back to our base, which is another cool little collectible you can get. I think that this, broadly speaking, is good. I think this is positive, and honestly, contrary to what other people say, I love the horizontal development that Minecraft is doing. Minecraft generally does have a pretty solid beginning, middle, and end game. Has been, defined ultimately since they completed, since the last end update where they added end cities and things of that nature. Excuse me. It is within that kind of vein that personally I feel that, when you have a beginning, middle, and end of your game sort of stacked in a game like Minecraft, one of the things that is usually neglected is, a middle. And, and especially with things like adding copper tools, copper armor, and things of that nature, since I started a new Java edition world myself, those have been exceedingly valuable for me. And broadly speaking, I generally have a lot of love and respect for, Mojang doing this. Contrary to what everybody believes, while I do think that Mojang should, be unleashed a little bit if their April Fool's updates and snapshots are any indication from Microsoft's ironclad worry about losing the lightning in a bottle that is Minecraft with a bad update. I think ultimately these horizontal updates and these just adding some variance and variety into the world is good. And honestly, I think that preventing it from being too overwhelming by adding too much in too many moving parts, I think is not a bad thing, personally. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of HIMediaTV. for High Media Headlines today, October the 30th, 2025. We appreciate you, your time, and your listenership. If you like the show, go listen to some of our other shows. We got tons of different podcasts that I'm sure you'll enjoy. All can be found wherever you get your pods. Just search HIMedia TV and give us a 5-star rating while you're at it. It's a big help. Also, if you want to yap with me and talk, or, tell me how bad my opinions are, you're also welcome to join the Discord at the links down in the description, and we'd love to have you. We have a pretty vibrant Discord community, and I'm very proud of it, and we'd love to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been High Media TV. I have been your host, Evan from High Media TV. I appreciate you, your time, and your listenership, and I will see you guys tomorrow.